Welcome to Agoracom Small Cap Breaking News, your daily go-to source for the best small cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007.
We're diving into 4 companies with some major news this morning. First up, a waste-to-energy innovator scoring major contracts.
Okay.
Then 2 gold explorers making waves in Quebec and British Columbia.
Sounds good.
And finally, a company leveraging the power of AI for mineral discovery. So are you ready?
Yeah, let's jump right in. PyroGenesis, trading on the TSX under the symbol PYR, has just inked a $725,000 contract with a major global environmental services company. And this comes hot on the heels of a $2.5 million deal they announced back in January.
That's right. This new contract is for their specialized condensate pots, which are crucial components in biogas purification systems. They're being deployed at a large U.S. facility, ensuring the smooth and efficient production of renewable natural gas.
So they're essentially helping to turn trash into treasure. In a statement, PyroGenesis CEO Peter Pascali said, "This additional contract with a global environmental leader reinforces our reputation as a key partner in sustainable energy projects." They're definitely making a name for themselves in this space.
Absolutely, and this is a sector with huge growth potential as the demand for renewable energy continues to climb.
Okay. Next up, we're heading north to Quebec, where Harvest Gold, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under HVG, is making some serious moves at their Mosseau Gold Project.
They've just staked 23 new claims, expanding their footprint in this highly prospective gold region by over 1,200 hectares. Plus, they're expecting permits for their 2025 drilling campaign by mid-March. CEO Rick Mark said, "We are now strategically positioned to launch a multi-phase exploration program." Sounds like they're gearing up for a busy year.
Definitely. And we should also mention that they're awaiting soil geochemistry results from their fall exploration program, which could shed more light on the gold potential of this project.
Right, those results could be a major catalyst for the company, especially if they reveal high-grade gold anomalies.
Now let's shift gears to British Columbia, where Gold and Caribou Resources, listed on the CSE under GCC, is outlining a bold 2025 exploration program for their Quesnel gold quartz mine property.
This property is located in the heart of BC's historic Caribou Gold District, an area that's produced millions of ounces of gold over the years. And Golden Caribou believes they're on the cusp of a major discovery.
Their CEO, Frank Callahan, said, "We are excited to build on the success of our 2024 exploration program." That program included a drilling campaign that uncovered 2 promising gold zones, the Halo Zone and the North Hickson Zone.
The Halo Zone in particular returned some impressive drill results with high-grade gold intercepts over significant widths. These initial findings suggest the potential for a large and economically viable gold deposit.
Now, for our final headline, we're turning to Durango Resources, trading on the TSX under DGO. They're making headlines for their innovative use of artificial intelligence in mineral exploration.
They've partnered with ExploreTech, an AI-focused firm, to analyze geological data and pinpoint high-potential targets at their Babine West property. And the early results are nothing short of remarkable. Durango CEO Marcy Kiesman said, "These results confirm the presence of a very strong gold system at Babine West."
They've reported surface sample results with over 5 grams per ton of gold, plus significant copper, silver, lead, and zinc. These are some seriously impressive grades, especially for a company at such an early stage of exploration.
It's a testament to the power of AI to identify promising mineral deposits. And Durango is just getting started. They're planning a follow-up drilling program to test these AI-generated targets at depth.
It looks like they've hit the ground running, and investors are definitely taking notice. Durango stock has been on a tear since they announced these results.
This is a company that's using cutting-edge technology to unlock the mineral riches of British Columbia, and their story is just beginning to unfold.
And that brings us to the end of part 1 of today's deep dive. Stay tuned, because we'll be back with a closer look at each of these companies and what makes them so compelling in part 2.
Sounds good.
See you then.
All right. Welcome back to Agoracom Small Cap Breaking News. Before the break, we highlighted 4 companies with some major news this morning. Let's take a closer look.
Sounds good. Let's start with PyroGenesis, TSXPYR. You mentioned their condensate pots are crucial in biogas purification. Can you explain why?
Absolutely. Think of biogas as a raw, unrefined energy source. It contains impurities like water vapor that can hinder its use as a fuel. PyroGenesis's condensate pots act like high-tech filters, removing these impurities and ensuring a clean and efficient flow of renewable natural gas.
And this latest contract is for a large-scale facility in the U.S. That seems like a pretty significant validation of their technology.
It is. This isn't a small pilot project. This is a major installation serving a large urban area. It shows that PyroGenesis is becoming a key player in the waste-to-energy sector and that their technology is being adopted for real-world applications.
And they're not just doing this in the U.S., their technology is being deployed globally.
Right. They've got projects in Europe and Asia as well. They're really tapping into a global trend towards sustainable waste management and renewable energy production.
Okay, let's move on to Harvest Gold, TSXV, HVG. They're exploring for gold in Quebec's Urban Barrie region. What's the story there?
This is a region that's seen a lot of exploration activity in recent years, and for good reason. There have been some significant gold discoveries, and Harvest Gold believes their Mosseau project has the potential to be the next big one.
They just staked 23 new claims, expanding their land package significantly.
Yes, they're clearly bullish on the potential of the area. They're consolidating their position and giving themselves more ground to explore.
And they're not just sitting around waiting for drill permits. They've already completed a soil geochemistry program, and the results are pending.
Those results could be a game changer for the company. Soil geochemistry surveys can help pinpoint areas with high concentrations of gold, guiding future drilling efforts.
Now let's talk about Golden Caribou Resources, CSE, GCC, and their Quesnel project in British Columbia's Caribou Gold District. Why is this project so exciting?
Well, the Caribou Gold District has a long and rich history of gold production. Some of Canada's most famous gold rushes happened in this region.
And Golden Caribou believes there's still plenty of gold left to be found.
Their 2024 drilling program certainly suggests that. They hit some impressive gold grades in the Halo Zone, and the North Hickson Zone remains largely unexplored.
So they've got multiple targets to go after, which increases their chances of success.
Exactly. And their 2025 exploration program is ambitious. They're planning more drilling, prospecting, and mapping, and they're even bringing in an airborne LiDAR survey. This technology can help create detailed 3D maps of the terrain, revealing subtle geological features that might indicate gold mineralization.
Sounds like they're pulling out all the stops.
They are, and their CEO, Frank Callahan, is very optimistic about their prospects. He believes they're on the verge of a major discovery that could put Golden Caribou on the map.
Okay, now let's dive into Durango Resources, TSXDGO, and their AI-powered exploration at Babine West. These surface sample results, they announced over 5 grams per ton of gold. Those are some eye-catching numbers.
They are, and it's not just the gold. They also hit significant copper, silver, lead, and zinc. It really underscored the potential of this AI-driven approach to mineral exploration.
Can you walk us through how this AI technology actually works?
Sure. It all starts with data. Durango has compiled a vast amount of geological information about the Babine West property, including geophysical surveys, geochemical data, and historical drilling records. This data is then fed into a sophisticated AI algorithm developed by their partner ExploreTech.
So the AI is essentially crunching all this data, looking for patterns that might indicate the presence of valuable minerals.
Exactly. The AI can analyze this data far faster and more thoroughly than any human geologist could, and it can identify subtle correlations and anomalies that might otherwise be missed.
And in this case, the AI identified 4 distinct alteration zones that Durango then targeted with surface sampling.
Right. And those surface samples confirmed the presence of high-grade gold and other valuable metals. It's a real testament to the power of AI to guide mineral exploration.
Now, what are Durango's plans going forward? Are they just going to keep taking surface samples?
No, they're going to drill. They've announced plans to drill test the AI-identified targets at depth, which will give them a much better understanding of the size and extent of the mineralization.
So they're going to put the AI's predictions to the test.
Exactly. And they're not stopping there. They're also planning to expand their geological mapping and trenching programs, gathering more data to further refine their understanding of the Babine West geology.
It sounds like they're taking a very systematic and data-driven approach.
They are, and that's exactly what you want to see in a junior exploration company. They're combining cutting-edge technology with sound geological practices, and the early results are very encouraging.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've got PyroGenesis making waves in the waste-to-energy sector, Harvest Gold, chasing gold in Quebec, Golden Caribou, exploring a historic gold district in BC, and Durango leveraging AI to unlock mineral riches. What are your key takeaways?
Well, I think it's clear that the junior resource sector is alive and well. These companies are innovating, exploring, and making discoveries,
Yeah.
and they're all driven by the same goal to create value for their shareholders.
It's an exciting time to be following these companies. They're at the forefront of a global shift towards sustainable resource development and technological innovation. And who knows what the future holds?
Indeed. Stay tuned to see how their stories unfold. And that'll wrap up today's deep dive into these four companies. Thanks for joining us.
To all our listeners out there, stay informed and keep an eye on these small cap players. They might just be the giants of tomorrow. Until next time, happy investing.